Hey everybody, because Crackdown's multiplayer is so different from its single-player and co-op campaign, we're reviewing them separately. This review covers the multiplayer side of Crackdown 3, called Wrecking Zone. If you haven't already, be sure to check out my review of the campaign right after this. Crackdown 3's Wrecking Zone competitive multiplayer mode delivers on that wanton demolition, and that's seemingly the whole reason it exists. Unlike the single player, here you get to make entire buildings crumble thanks to Microsoft's cloud-powered physics, and that's kinda cool. But with a scant 2 modes, no progression system, a stone-aged party functionality, and woefully simplistic rules of engagement, even destruction can't save it. Breaking walls and floors to escape or get fresh lines of sight on an enemy is novel for a time, but soon it becomes little more than the most interesting part of some very bare-bones 5v5 team combat. Of the 2 basic modes in Wrecking Zone, I preferred Agent Hunter. It's essentially kill confirmed, where standard team deathmatch rules apply with the added caveat that you have to collect your opponent's token after killing them to bank that point. Territories, meanwhile, is essentially King of Multiple Hills, where 2 neutral zones must be captured by standing in them for a few seconds without enemies around. But since the idea of Crackdown's combat is constant movement and surprise attacks, being locked down on a point against a team of instantly respawning enemies kinda clashes with those mechanics. The bigger problem is that while there are subtleties to be learned with regard to weapon effectiveness at range, most fights in Wrecking Zone boil down to guerrilla tactics wherein whomever starts shooting first wins. Because the auto-lock gunplay is so incredibly simplistic and skill-free, the most important part of staying alive is positioning and fast movement. Everyone has 2 air jumps, 2 air dashes, a melee charge, and a ground pound to use before needing to touch a solid surface again, and that's not even counting the tons of man cannons ready to fling you into the sky. It's chaos, especially when you consider how tough it is to spot people when all 3 maps are gaudily lit in neon. Each gun in the anemic 9-weapon arsenal is categorized as either a firearm, which is good for killing enemies, or explosive, which is good for knocking down buildings. You get 1 of each and your choice of 2 gadgets, but you're already so mobile by default there's no reason to ever pass on the overshield. That and the slow charging overdrive buff are the only chance you have to turn the tables on someone who sees you before you see them. Once you've played a couple of matches, you've seen it all. No matter which of the 21 agent skins you select, everyone's movement and damage is effectively the same, and there's no character progress of any kind, so that will never change. And when a match ends, you're in for a rude awakening. There's no party functionality, though it's supposed to be coming, so you're kicked back out to the menu and have to matchmake again, every time, like we're back in the pre-Halo 2 days. Unless a lot changes, Wrecking Zone just isn't worth that much trouble. For more on Crackdown 3, you can check out my campaign review or some Wrecking Zone multiplayer right now. And for everything else, keep it right here on IGN.
One down, plenty more to go.